Hello everybody, how you guys doing? We're still waiting for some people to show up. Like President Obama said he would come. Former almost president Al Gore, he's on his way. Let's listen to Dances with Wolves, huh? Let's do that. Y'all want some video? Let's video it up. Oh. This is my cowboy music. We're on the lookout for Mr. Chorizo. He's a bad hombre. And everyone out there in Radio Land know where to find him. You tell me where to go. Where can you send information on Mr. Chorizo?
Well, other cowboy, you can send it to gotta get them bad hombres at gmail.com.
That's right, other cowboy. Out here on the wild, wild prairie plains, we like to get down. We jam on our harmonicas, and we eat beans, and we fart like men.
Oh boy, do we.
I need to tweet this out. Let's tweet it. Tweet. I'm gonna hide my face again. Are y'all ready to start the show here on Vox Populi? Are you ready? Want to see my face again? Let's do that. Let's hide this. It's a cool graphic, right? It's really simple though. Takes like, it's only taken like 4 days to make a simple graphic like that. You know what I mean? Something like this. 18 days. You gotta find the background that somebody else made. That alone takes 16 days. Then you gotta search your folders for the Vox Populi logo. That's about a day and a half, because there's so many folders. There's so many folders in the computer. The files are in the computer. Yes, dog. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. I'm just vamping because I'm tweeting for people to come see this. on Twitter, what should I say? Hashtag synthwave, hashtag 80s, hashtag comedy. Why not? Yeah, that's how it's gonna go. Oh, you know what? Let's also tag Retro Promenade. Great, fantastic, woo! And let's hashtag the word podcast because there's so many hashtags. And you guys can see me on the thing? Yeah, you can see me. Right, forgot about that. So we're gonna get started now. Now that I've just tweeted, tweesh madish. I didn't tweesh madish. This is a PG-13 show, by the way. We can't. There's no tweeshing of the dishin, all right? Unless you want to S-madish, that's a different story. But it's still PG-13. Here we go. Oh no, we need a we need a gastric lavage. We need an internal cardiac massage. Can you get me a blood culture ×3? We need a freaking CBC level 7. We need blood cultures ×3 again, and we need another gastric lavage. Previously on ER emergency room. Oh no! Things are going so crazy here in the emergency room. But I'm also emotionally attached because I care. But what I care about most is Vox Populi, the podcast. That's right, this is the ER theme remixed. ER premiered in 1994, and that's very retro. This is Vox Populi. You're on with me, and I'm on with Eric LaSalle. Me and Eric LaSalle are good buddies. I'm gonna have them on the podcast. For anyone else out there who is a Eric LaSalle fan, interesting news. I'm gonna have them out. Michael Shadow asks, what was wrong with it? My settings were too high. That's right, last week I'm the hoo-ha bringing you the booyah straight to ya. You know, sometimes when you can't do it on Power 85, you gotta stress out live for getting the show going. And this week, we're going to do what we did last week. We're at least try. Goodness criminy. I can't talk, but that's how we do it. You know what? Maybe I need some other kind of music to talk over. How about that Last Action Hero music? By the way, ER theme. I'm playing it because me and my girlfriend have been watching it. Sort of at my request, but she's been interested in watching it. And we just finished season 1, and OMG. That is a show everyone should be watching. By the way, Noah Wiley is going to be on my podcast next week. Just wanted to shout that out. Noah will not be here. That is a lie. I'm lying to you. Lying! But no, he's really going to be here. Episode 14.5. Pooh in an alleyway. How you doing in an alleyway? Jake Last, graphic artist in extraordinaire. I almost said inextraordinaire. That's a different thing. You're classic, but you're in here. Anthony Daniels. Anthony Daniels. Like C-3PO? Is that who you're talking about? Wait a minute. What are you talking about? I want to hear what she's got to say. She said, is Anthony Daniels still in it after season 1? You mean Anthony Edwards? Yeah, Anthony Edwards. She says, wait, not Anthony Daniels. What was his name? Anthony Edwards. He was in, was it St. Elmo's Fire? He was in one of the, he was in Meatballs? No, Revenge of the Nerds. Look at me, expert on retro, doesn't know crap about retro. Anyway, let's get the show started. How about some proper vamping music? You know what I mean. Yeah, girl. Is my... high too high? Is my low too low? Is my side to side? Side to side, to the left and the right, and we're vamping, and we're vamping. Oh, my vamping muscle is cramping, because I'm trying too hard to make you have a really good Vox Popular. Only on UTARB, not Power 85, Retro Parmenard. Parmenard on your Parsta. Spaghetti. Mom spaghetti, that's right. We're getting sick with it, because it's cyclical, and I'm biblical. My video health stream is low. Is it working for you guys? I think YouTube just doesn't like what I'm doing. Anthony Edwards is a cool guy. I've been going on for way too long. Let's play some music. This guy was on my radio show a while ago. He's a good guy, and he doesn't get high. I don't know. I never asked the guy. But I get high sometimes, but that's a different story. I do have some glory about hoo-ha with the booyah, bringing it to ya. Everyone knows right through ya, cause I'm a ghost. I make you feel real cold. I make you feel real old. I make it flash your whole life before your eyes. Make you realize that you're gonna die. Ha 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 ha, I'm one of those malevolent ghosts. Ha 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 ha. Alright, let's get back to it. This is synthwave from a little while ago. This is Master System. I had him doing a live Vox Populi lightning round. I got myself a lollipop here. It's watermelon. It's a blow pop. It's a blow pop. Remember how that commercial went? I do. I might play it later in the show. Who knows? Who freaking knows? That's how it goes on Vox Populos. Check out my nose. It's got a lollipop on it. And I'm drawing it. Wallace and Gromit. Like Nick Parks, he's a really cool animator. Check out, I'm Retro Promenator. Yeah. I just rhymed inator with inator. That's a down. Don't give me points for that. Okay, checking it out. Master System, this is Distance. Oh. That's my boy. He's a cool little boy. He's not a little boy, but he's a boy. He's a boy nonetheless. And he's my boy. He's my boyfriend sometimes. I don't even know. We're going to keep on going with the Master System music. That was Distance. There's a really cool video on YouTube that he's got up there somewhere on the internet somewhere. Cut to anime music. Hey, hi-ho. Hodily. Blah, blah, blah. I know he had some, he reposts a lot of tracks, and I'm trying to find a, daily news. I'm trying to find something that's kind of funky. It's got like a, maybe it's this one. Here, let's look at that. No. Here.
Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper.
Oh yeah,
well,
check it out. This is Master System Daily News. So good. This guy knows what he's doing.
Money to try and get the service just like that started. Science editor Steve Newman reports
Vox
on one person
Populi,
already
Retro
using the
Promenade.
brand new system.
Addicted to hours of gazing at electronic images on game screens in arcades and in their own homes. What makes video games so popular? Well, we search for an answer.
What do you think of that, Master System? I think he's listening. What do you think of that? I'm gonna sing all over your track. Everybody, yeah, you know, oh, come on down to the show. Everybody, yeah, you know. Master System, daily news, right for you, right through you. He's a ghost man, I'm a ghost man. We're all ghosts, we're going through you. Spectral phenomenon. Oh, it is yeah. J Class says it's tryouts. Hey, Master System, here's my audition. I wanna sing for you, you wanna sing for me, I wanna sing for you, and everybody can know, and everybody will know that we're the coolest two guys all over the world. Please let me sing for you, please let me sing for you too, and then you can sing for me too, and let me sing for you too. Alright. That's Master System. Oh. The next track is his Protector, but we're not going to play that. Check it out. We've got 6 people. Simon Cowell. J Class is listening to me. Right now, check it out. I've got myself an Eastsiders Pineapple cider. It's really cool. It's good stuff. This is not an ad. I just really like this stuff, and I thought it'd be really cool to... That was really funny. My can sound effect was at the same time as that shotgun. I like this lollipop thing. I like having something in my hands that I could possibly put in my mouth whenever I want to. Phrasing, right? It's also good to be sucking on things on the air. You know what I mean? Good God, Miss Mod. What I mean to say is good golly, Miss Molly. But it came out differently, you know what I mean? So, while we're listening to Master System's Protector, I want to talk about something special. It's, suck all the things. I will suck all the things. We're going to be doing a festival here in Austin. I should say it. I should be saying this loud and out loud as much as possible to get support. We're going to be doing a festival here in Austin. It's my idea to do a really cool festival. It's called Retro. That's the name of it, just Retro. And it'll be called Retro USA. And I've got a few artists lined up already. I've got Future Holotape, Phaserland, Highway Superstar wants to come from Israel. Maybe do a co-headline with Hoo-Ha. We got Beckett flying in from the UK. Okay, that's okay by me. Andy Les, you better come. He, if you want him to come, you better tweet. This is a whole campaign for the whole. Tweet at Andy Last to come to the parade, to the festival. Artwork by Jake Last, graphic designer extraordinaire. You guys didn't know that. That's the announcement today. I'm not even sure that he knows that he's doing it, but he's doing it. He's doing some artwork. We got to get him. We got to get him some fans. Right now he's got me, Pooh in an alleyway. Yeah, Jake Last. I'll fly you out here. I will fly you out here so that you can Photoshop on my computer. Because the TSA does not like people bringing things on the airplane. Hey, check this out. I got some new music. Jake Glass told me to be quiet about it. Oh, Jake Glass. Maybe we'll have Master System at the festival. What do you think? Maybe Master System belongs at Retro USA. Not sure. I've already played that song. That's old. I don't want to play that anymore. What is that spooky music? That just came out of nowhere. I didn't. What is this? The Neo-Satanic Acid Cult? Witch Waves? Oh, we gotta listen to this for a little bit. I'm kind of digging it. That's right, Master System is quite near me. I'm in Austin, he's in San Antonio. San Antonio, everybody wanna know. Jake Last, you're not just part of the cult. You're the leader of the cult now, and everybody knows how you do it now. That's how you go down to the middle of the store, and you open your drawers, you flash everybody, but nobody sees your ding-a-ling. They see a flashing light, it makes it go bling. It blinds everybody, that's how you do, and everybody's gonna see your boo-boo, and the hoo-hoo, and the moo-noo. What's going on? See, there's a thing that happens when this show is on YouTube that it's just freaking bananas. I don't know, the brain just doesn't want to go. That rhymed without me trying. That also kind of rhymed. But let's play some brand new music by Amazing Police. Jake, I'm sorry, this cult music is, I know you made this. You didn't make it. The Neo-Satanic Acid Cult. That's just amazing to me. I think that's what it is. This YouTube thing is more like a YouTube, like Liu Kang. This YouTube thing is more like a stream of consciousness thing. Consciousness. You know what I mean? What side is this? That's the other side. I got some lights coming from there. It's yellow and blue. Oh, and I got my red light. My red light right here. Oh, you can see it actually. It's right there. Cool. It's a red and blue light. Oh wait, let me turn it so that the background is kind of. There you go. Now it's like pink and blue. All right. Now that that's out of the way. No, man, we just love totally. We lost people. I'm sorry. I was thinking about Jake's ding-a-ling. How it makes them sing. Makes me sing. Jake, you're amazing. Speaking of amazing, Amazing Police, this is called That's What Happened. It came out 3 days ago. That's how brand new it is. Master System was last. Amazing Police is newest. This is That's What Happened. Now those were some unpleasant notes. Let's do that again. I know the next thing is going to start playing, but I just want to let other synthwave producers, this is Music Tips with Whom-Ha, bringing you the boom. Yeah. Okay, so I want this guitar right at the end of here. It's good. But then don't do that. Don't do that. Amazing Police, amazing artists. They're super amazing. I actually worked with them. I think you might have had them on a compilation in the past. I'm not sure. Don't do that. Don't go, shamo. That's what he just did with his guitar. Don't make it go shamo. Only Michael Jackson can go shamo. And he can go hee-hee. Shamon. Hey, Macaulay. That's not my joke. That is a joke from Comedy Bing Bong starring Scott Aukerman. That is his joke. What am I doing here? I wanted to play something by Aeon, A-E-O-N. This is a track that has ladies with their booties. Booty, B-O-O-T-A-A-A-A-A-A. That's ridiculous. No, it's called Farewell, and it's spelled well. It's misspelled. This farewell down here, okay? Everybody needs to check out how to learn how to spell. I'm going to sentence you to the spiciest bowl of jambalaya. Here we go. Aeon, Farewell, F-A-I-R-W-E-L-L, only on Vox Populi with Draculon from the planet Draculax. Let's talk about that later. Only on Retro Promenade. That's right, you're on Vox Populi. We're flipping bottles. And, you know, you can't flip bottles better than me. That's what I say. You know what I mean? Do you guys know what I mean with that? I don't mean to play this track. What I mean to do is call up Mr. Diamondfield. I hope he's ready. I think he's ready. Let's, Wait, why do I get the choice? Jake Les, why do I get the choice? This is too spooky. We can't have this, alright? We are going to play this, but I have to open it in something. How about we just let this song play? This is Dead Astronauts, Sea Legs, Protector 101 remix. Let's let this go while I figure out how we get Diamondfield up on the field of diamonds. Skype, you know what I mean, Skype. Down. We'll get this up. It's kind of abrupt, but that's how we do it. All right. Just clearing my throat into my sleeve so you guys can't hear it, and also doing it again so you can. That's how we do it on Chicken Populi. Mama, mama, chicken pops, wow. How does it go? Doctor, sick in bed. Told the doctor and the doctor said, shimmy, Cocoa Pops, shimmy, wow. Shimmy, Cocoa Pops, shimmy to me now. Isn't that a Nelly song? Shimmy, Cocoa Pops, shimmy, ah! Right? Nelly. That's a total Nelly impression. Let's call Diamondfield. Figure out what he's got for us today. And
here we are.
Oh, look how cool he looks. You look like you're ready to splash around with Bernie.
Yeah, why not?
Hold on, give me a second. I gotta put you there. Oh, almost there. All right, and now you're on. Say hello to everybody.
Hello to everybody. You told me to say that.
That is true. How you doing there, Diamondfield?
I'm good. How are you? Look, this is good. We are on episode 14 and 1/2. It's almost like a Fellini film, right? Like 8.5, but it's 14.5.
Hey, my mother's watching this. She doesn't want you to be so mean to me.
Oh, hey, I wasn't being mean. I was just saying, you know, it's kind of like being John Malkovich or something. We have a special room for our half.
That's fantastic. Well, what is your shirt? Tell us about your shirt.
Well, this one right here. This is, I got this one in Canada. They have this really great department store called Simon's.
Yeah.
I think it's in a few provinces. They call them provinces there. And Yeah, they have a whole lot of great stuff, and this one was on sale for like I don't know, $20, and it was normally like something dumb like $200. So yeah.
Well, you know, you've already opened up this can of worms. What were you doing in Canada?
I was living in Canada for a while.
What?
Yeah, about 2013. I was there for about a year.
Why?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
just
not like, why? Canada, oh no.
Yeah, I've been around. It was good. I liked it. I was in Alberta, and it turns out a lot of great synthwave artists are from Canada, as you probably know.
Michael Glover, Miami Nights,
FM Attack,
Grooveworthy.
Many. Also, a couple of
Dana G.
artists.
Phoenix.
Yep. Also, Computronic, who
I like Computronic.
just released a record, which you should check out this week, which is called I can't remember, but it's basically one of those soundtracks for a movie that hasn't been made, and it's a great story sort of thing about a video game player, and it's excellent. Definitely check that one out. And of course, FM Attack has a new record coming out on the 21st, and I've heard a preview of it. You can check out the preview on SoundCloud, and sounds fantastic. Just what the synth doctor ordered.
Are you gonna claim that? Are you gonna take that mantle up, the synth
I think
doctor?
so. Yeah. I think I'll add that one to my little.
You should do an album cover. Wait a minute. We
can
do an ER related compilation, and you can be on the front, right next to Noah Wiley. I'll Photoshop you.
Not Anthony Daniels though, right?
Not Anthony Daniels, not C3PO, because Anthony Edwards was on the ER.
Well, we could have a cover of Dr. Dream, by the Thompson Twins.
Yeah, we'll Photoshop you, them, Noah Wiley, and then at the bottom R2D2.
Well, there are a lot of good synth songs, like I said, Dr. Dream, Thompson Twins, Doctor by the Thompson Twins.
Hold Me Now.
Dr. Detroit by Devo. What else? There's quite a few, isn't there?
Maybe we can do a whole Doctor episode of Vox Populi.
We could, but it could get very expensive, especially if you don't have insurance.
All right. Well, speaking of insurance, tell us about music.
All right, let's talk about some more music. So yeah, there have been some really great releases coming out, but as we often do on this slide, we try to pick at
We are going to do this. We're going to get this right. We are going to get this right. And I'm calling up Diamond Field. We're going to get this right. We're going to get this freaking right.
All right, we're back again.
There he is. So tell us about your first track.
Yes. Okay, so moving right along, we like to try and find artists that maybe people don't know about or haven't heard of before or get overlooked. And this is no exception. This is Million Young, like $1 million. Million Young, Y-O-U-N-G, from Miami. And he actually is from Miami. He's not from Oslo or Malmo or somewhere in Scandinavia with pictures of Miami on his album cover. He's actually from there.
So do you think his Million Young name has to do with like his partying ways?
I don't know, these young millennials. I don't know. He looks like a young, an endearing young chap.
So tell me about the track.
The track is cool. It's kind of he sings on it. I've seen a video of him doing live work. So there's lots of synths. It's got a slight kind of, I guess, a bit of a groove, a bit of a house groove slightly, but it's very 80s still, and it's quite sophisticated. And I thought, hey, this is pretty cool. Let's get this one out there on the air. It's not a 4 on the floor thing, but it's a nice song. So you wanna hit that button there, Mike.
On the play. All right, so I'm gonna hit it, and you've got 4 minutes for the whole track. You come back whenever you'd like.
All right.
This is Million Young, Rare Form on Double Trouble with Diamond Field. hiccup, but it worked.
Okay.
We had a hiccup, and it sort of, I came back. We're good.
Yeah.
Million Young. I do like that song. It kind of. I'm gonna start it from the beginning while we're chatting a little bit. I feel like it has like that Churches, you know, like Tesla Boy, you know, kind of feel to it. Like if he's not like necessarily doing retro synthwave like we do. It's like that crossover stuff.
Yeah, it is a bit. I think from what I saw of his live stuff, he had a bunch of synths and a guy playing percussion and things, and it sounded a bit more more synth pop. So I think he's kind of moving into that area, but I quite like that. It was quite a cruisy sort of, like I said, slightly housey thing. It kind of reminded me of that late 80s sort of house influence that was coming in.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like Erasure.
Yeah, a little bit of Erasure, or a little bit, well, what it reminded me of this next track that we're going to play, in a way. And which we'll talk about right now, which is, I was going to say, the influences of people like Arthur Baker, a very prominent producer in the 80s, and very influential as far as the dance floor goes and getting that kind of sound going. And one of the acts that he worked with was, of course, New Order.
Ooh, New Order.
New Order. And
hey, I heard you say an R for the first time in my life. I heard you say an R for the first time in my life.
All right.
Could you say like, New Order?
Otherwise, it's usually an A.
Yeah. You said, you copied me and you went, New Order. And I was like, oh, that sounds weird coming from him.
Well, I have to kind of use my R's here, otherwise people don't know what I'm saying. So, yeah, otherwise if I ask for some quarters, they don't know what I'm talking about. But I ask for some quarters, then we say, yeah. So,
interesting segue back into New Order.
Yeah. This New Order track we're going to play is Touched by the Hand of God, and it's from a soundtrack to a movie which was released in 1988, or actually 1987, I think, 1987-88, called Salvation. And Arthur Baker actually was in charge really of the whole soundtrack, but there's a whole bunch of New Order songs on it. A couple of Cabaret Voltaire tracks, and then Arthur Baker himself, plus a couple of other acts which have different, they're under different artists, but they're actually just Arthur Baker productions. And Touched by the Hand of God was co-written by Arthur Baker, and you can hear that sound coming through where New Order were kind of moving more into the dance floor thing, and they'd always kind of been into that since sort of Blue Monday type stuff, hanging out in discos and nightclubs, and that sort of groove in the Million Young song it kind of reminded me a little bit of New Order. And I know everybody plays New Order and blah blah blah, but Touched by the Hand of God is not a song that a lot of people tend to go to. I don't know, it's probably not as popular as some of the others, but it's a pretty damn good song.
Yeah, so the connection that you're making, if what I'm getting is that they both had like they could be like nightclubby kind of tracks.
Yeah, there's definitely got that influence, that kind of
the house,
the house,
late 80s, early 90s,
drum.
Yeah, that rhythmic like boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom.
Yeah, and this New Order track is quite energetic, and it's actually it's got some cheesy elements. It's got a lot of that kind of stuff that we love, the big orchestral Fairlight hit. And the music video they did for this, they're all dressed up. It's a piss take of glam, 80s glam hair metal rock. So they're all dressed up in kind of wigs, and Gillian, the keyboard player, is playing a guitar, and so it's quite funny.
All right, let's check it out. Thank you for that information. By the way, I wanted to ask you about Salvation. Tell me about Salvation. Or no, tell me about that after this song. Let's get to the song. New Order, Touched by the Hand of God, number 2 on Double Trouble with Diamond Feel.
I'm sure it's coming in
illusions we create will come to you someday. And I was touched by the hand of God. Never knew it, but all 'cause I was. I never hoped to do the things in this world I wanted to, because everything I own, it belongs to you. I've never looked at you in a sexual way in my life before, and I've never woken up like this so desperately before. And I was touched by the hand of God. Never knew it, but of course I was touched by the hand of God. Never knew it, but of course I was. Touched by the hand of God. Never knew it, but of course I was touched by the hand of God. Never knew it, but of course I
And that was New Order, Touched by the Hand of God. Mr. Diamondfield. I gave him the video cue, but he's waiting for my audio delay. He's dancing. Oh, and he's muted.
Try that.
There
Can
he
you hear
is.
me now? Can you hear me now? Can you? I actually do sing sometimes, so
I kind of want
just
to
a bit
play
shy.
A View to a Kill.
oh yeah.
A View to a Kill. You know, when you mentioned like four on the floor stuff, I was
Yeah.
thinking like housey music, but I totally get what you mean now by like nightclub. You know, like
Yeah.
big booming stuff that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've gone to like 80s parties in New York, and they were thrown at a nightclub. It's actually called Culture Club. And there is nothing like, you know, you listen to 80s music on your headphones or your PC, whatever. It's fun. Always something there. But there's nothing like listening to that stuff booming through your chest at a giant nightclub where there's lights and fog and smoke and all these elements.
Yeah, and the
Dancing
black
to,
light.
Oh man, it's so great. Dancing to
The black
80s
light.
music like this, like the one you brought up. Really cool stuff.
So you want to know about Salvation?
Yeah, talked about what did you say? Something Baker? Andy Baker?
No. Arthur Baker, the producer.
Arthur
He
Baker.
produced so much stuff. Go look him up on Wikipedia or whatever. Now this film is actually kind of I've never actually seen the film, to be honest. It was released on VHS at the time, but it's not on. I don't think it's ever been released digitally or anything like that. You can go try and check see if you can find it, but it was basically like a B grade, I guess. It gets about 5 stars on IMDb, so there you go. But the whole sort of synopsis about it is it's kind of a parody of the televangelism guys like Jim Baker and Jimmy Swaggart, who kind of all got exposed for being for sex scandals in their televangelism. And so it's basically the same kind of, it's like a plot about a TV evangelist from Staten Island. And yeah, he basically, what happens to him with all the sex scandal in his church and stuff. And one of the guys, most of the actors are just no names, but one of the actors is Viggo Mortensen, who you might know from the Lord of the Rings.
Viggo Mortensen, as he was called on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Right. So he's probably about the only well-known guy, and it's quite funny because that movie, like I said, was released in 1987, and that was a long time ago. I don't know whether he actually had done much other stuff before he kind of hit the payola in Lord of the Rings. So yeah, and it was quite weird that a band like New Order kind of did the soundtrack for this, but it's just one of those things. And actually the soundtrack itself, you can't find it on Google Play or any of those places either, which is a bit of a shame because there's some good New Order tracks on there that aren't on other things. So.
Is it is the rest of the soundtrack poppy, or is it like score, like what?
No, it's all poppy. It's all.
Oh, you're talking about like the songs selected for the music.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the New Order does about more than half of the tracks are pretty much New Order songs. Like I said, there's Cabaret Voltaire. They do a couple of songs, and then the other tracks are all Arthur Baker kind of compositions, but other artist names. There's a guy called The Hood, which is an Arthur Baker track, and The Hood was a big New York City nightclub guy in the 80s and stuff. Apparently he's still doing stuff down in Florida now, but so you can see that whole tie-in again with Arthur Baker and the whole club scene and the sound, just trying to get that crossover between, you know, house music and pop and synths and all that kind of stuff. Very interesting.
Yeah, man. I think Diamond Field needs to be making some big banging club hits, you know, and then we can party the night away.
Well, yeah, we should get this other record finished first, and then we'll.
Hey, you know, behind the scenes talk, no one knows what we're talking about. That song that you and I did some vocals for. Have you progressed with that?
Yeah, it's kind of done. It's kind of done. And there is that version that you did, which still exists, of course.
All right. Well, maybe I should release it as a B-side, because I was thinking about it, and I was like, it's got its own little flavor to it. You know, it's fun.
Yeah, got a little Latin influence in that one. We got some Latin-y kind of percussion and stuff. So that's
why I like it. I want to hear that big and loud on some big speakers.
Well, we'll do a 12-inch of it, so there's just like.
Well, actually, you know, my festival, Retro USA. I want. Are you going to come? Diamond Field. It's going to be in Austin, Texas. I'm aiming for it to be at the Formula One racetrack.
Ooh.
And maybe I'll get Sammy, Rat Rise. She can come do some vocals.
Rat Rios, yeah, she's just in the hood, so.
Hell yeah. Well, what have you got to plug this week for the rest of us?
What have I got to plug this week? Oh, not too much. I'm still working on the album. That's getting back on track.
All right, and I think I'm back here. Sorry to Diamond Field for cutting him off there, but I will say, as I clear my throat off the air because I don't have a cough button nor a mute button, I wanted to plug him. Go to soundcloud.com/lucadiscs. That's LUCADISCS. Right? Is that true? Lucadiscs. And, it's Ross Pentland, usually, okay, so to explain what happens, this doesn't usually happen on YouTube. This Vox Populi, I want to have some vamping music. I gotta have some vamping music. Here we go. Yeah, check it out. This is the show, and I'm gonna explain it for all y'all. So thank you to Diamond Field for Double Trouble 17 episode 12.376. That's actually a funny joke that I stole from him. He's really great. He's a funny guy. Diamond Field's the best. He's also got a great selection of music up here. He's got it all. He knows about the soundtracks and producers and things, and he's great. He also makes music. He just released a video with Rat Rios from Dallas, USA, Dallas, Texas. And so explaining what this is going on this time around, Vox Populi doesn't normally happen on YouTube. I would rather that it doesn't on YouTube just because there's so many issues. I don't have the bangingest computer. I can make videos and things, but live streaming is quite the issue, apparently. Too many things for the old lappy toppy. We got 11 people watching. Poppy. Yo, checking out the show. All right. And so Silent Gloves, he has his own work. He runs Power 85 from his house. And every now and then he's not available to just do it, you know? So I go to YouTube just to make sure, because I'm committed. I want to do this every single week. And that's the story. But we're actually working on a new system so that I can we can automate the software, and I will get it in there. The air up there with Kevin Bacon, and I'm making 6 degrees of connections. Right, I'm baking in convection ovens. I'm a pizza boy. I make pizza toys with my pizza boys. I'm hanging out on the stoop, smoking my cigarettes, looking at you, giving you a tough guy face when you walk by my place like this. Arnold Schwarzenegger with a skull, cause he's an actor in Krull. Or was he in Krull? Or was he Conan? I don't know, man. Don't ask me, man. It's Christmas time in my brain all the time, cause I'm going insane. And next up we got Jurgen Desmet from Play Media. Play Media, that's not right. It's Playmaker Media. SoundCloud, that's right. Luca Discs, Diamond Field. Alright, so Ross Pentland, we told you what the deal is. And I hope you understand. That's really dumb. So speaking of nightclub music, I'm gonna play some freestyle beats because that's what I like to hear in the nightclub. And I wish I was young or old enough to be around when this song was... Wait a minute, where's my internet? Shoot. How am I out of internet? Oh, no. I'm out of internet. And we're connecting, and we're back online, and the radio says offline live stream resumed. Right, so what I was saying is I hate this on YouTube, actually. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I want to play this song. It's by TKA. It's freestyle music. It's something people in New York City and the urban environment were hearing before the rest of the country. It's called Maria, and it brings me back to being, I don't know, 4 or 5, listening to my mom singing it after a night on the town with my aunt, and they'd be like going out and be like, "Oh, you see that man? He bought me a drink." And she'd be like, "Oh, yeah." And then we danced till 6 in the morning, and we was like, "Maria, a doopa doopa deepa doopa Maria." That's what my mom and my aunt sound like, verbatim. Right, this is the song. So this is it. Here's the extended version of... Oh, no. It's totally not my internet speed. It's my streaming software on my laptop. My internet speed is pretty dope. But this is where it's at. TKA Maria Vox Populi 1980-something on Retro Promenade.
gotta make you mine. I got to make you mine.
If we got together, I'll show you that I love you, and you'd understand if he's a drug dealer. Don't you know that he won't last forever, and you need the affections of an old man. And when I see your name, I swear I hear the wind blow. It drives me insane, I'll never let you go. And I start to laugh, 'cause I'm so afraid of crying, and I'm dying to see you once more. Maria, the most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria, don't tell your boyfriend how I feel about you, 'cause I need you, and I gotta make you mine. I got to make you mine. Maria, the most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria, don't tell your boyfriend how I feel about you, 'cause I need you, and I gotta make you mine. I got to make you mine. She holds me close and I can't resist her. She kisses me on the lips, walks away and wiggles her hips, and I lose control. I have that girl, she's all I ever wanted. I got a plan, so understand that I can never be the type of guy trying to make you cry, the piece of things he's saying he'll never truly take the things so fine. I'll make your mind to go behind. In time, the thing will fit the crime. Like they say, what comes around goes around and brings you down. There's a place for us.
All right, so that's going. I want to get a display capture. What we're gonna try to do is call Jurgen. No, that's not right. Window capture. Aha. So everyone apparently is just going to see my what is that? Oh, take that down. No one needs that. There we go. Okay. Let's try to call him via Facebook and see how this works. Oh man. It's gonna break. It's gonna break. Hey, it's opening in a new window. Aw, boo. Damn, it didn't work. Well, let's put on the Last Action Hero vamping music while that is going. So, you know, that didn't work out like we wanted it to. You know, and then we gotta go. Keep moving on with the motherfucking show, you know? PG-13, folks, PG-13. I'm allowed one F-bomb. Oh, there's Mr. Guy. Hey there, Mr. Guy. Okay. There's that. And now we call Jurgen. Now we call Blurgen. Blurg is in Zergen. I'm typing in Blurgen. Wait, where the hell is he? Alright, here we go. All night. This is it. Doing right. There it goes.
Yo!
Is your video on?
Is my video on? I think so.
Well, I'm looking at a yin-yang symbol.
And I'm looking at some sort of Batman.
Oh yeah, apparently Skype won't let me open up my my video while I'm doing video on another software.
Oh, right.
But I'm on with you, and that's great, and it's not breaking. So why don't we make the best of it? And let's talk to you about what you're doing. What are you doing today?
What I've been doing, I've been working a little bit on the label. Been writing blogs. I've been playing some video games. I've been reading. So yeah, it's been a long day. I've also done a bit of work, and it's like 1:30 right here, 1:30 a.m. in Belgium. So yeah, I've been reading.
Oh man. Can you wear headphones?
Oh sure.
It sounds like we're leaking audio. Okay, so by the way, for anyone listening, I'm on with Jurgen, right? You say Jurgen?
Jurgen.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, we got you now.
Yes, my name is Jurgen, but that's not really such big a deal. It's
Well, well, I'm just asking you if I'm saying it right. It's not Jurgen.
Oh, you are saying it right. It's Jurgen.
Ah, yes. So Jurgen, and you run Playmaker Media.
I do.
And so, can I ask you what the choice is behind media? I mean, you've been putting out music releases, so you're not just a label. What else are you doing?
Well, we're basically, Playmaker started like in 2009 as like a blog. Basically, we just wanted to promote artists that weren't really getting that much exposure in the whole I don't know, blockhouse scene back then. It was really early for synthwave to have releases out back then.
Sorry, very loud for the audience. I just started playing your 2014 Big Apple Crime Force.
Right, which you are featured on as well.
I am. I couldn't think of anything else to play, so I was like, let's put that on. Yeah. So you've got these compilations, and a lot of them are themed.
Mm-hmm.
And you just put out "Go for Broke," right, by Barcraft.
Yes, we did the cassette release of that one. At the moment, we're like focusing on the media part, which is like, okay, more than just a label. We just kind of want to go for the physical releases and do the cassettes, what we've always been doing. But now, like the last few releases have been like, I wouldn't say reissues, but like just like some releases that came out earlier, and we're doing a cassette version of it. So there's a few more of those coming up, and then we'll have a few like straight up new original albums coming out as well. It's we're planning out a few releases for the upcoming weeks, months. There should be new ones dropping.
So you're trying to get into more physical releases, like tapes and vinyl and things.
Yeah, I wanna set the goal to do vinyls, and maybe like in a few months, maybe half year by the latest. Invest a bit into that, and we've got some cool releases, and I think it's worth it. So definitely the vinyl is in high demand as well. I love doing tapes, don't get me wrong. Tapes are really cool, really 80s, really nice to collect. But like, you know, I got to bang on a few cylinders, so yeah.
So So you say you're working on all these things that are not just music. So I hear you've got a website in the works. Tell us about your website.
Well, the website's like.
Wait a minute, I lost you.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
There you are. So tell us about your website.
Oh, the website. Well, the website's just been ready. Actually, it's still gonna evolve a little bit, but it's like playmakermedia.net, and it's like a big, like a house, a spaceship that I built. So everything's together. It's got the a web store, it's got the blog, it's got the news, it's got some radio function where I'm plugging Beyond Synth because we're sponsoring that a little bit as well, and maybe I'll add this podcast as well to it, and so a bunch of stuff is gonna go on that site, playmakermedia.net, and it's gonna
So right now I've
nice.
seen that your website does like short reviews and posts like new information on the community. Where do you see Playmaker going forward? Like, is it just going to be a website? Like, what are you guys going to be doing? What's your big plan?
My big plan is I want to expand it more into like more physical releases. I want to do like maybe like shirts, magazine, all this kind of stuff that comes with it. So that's big idea.
Here's a different question. It's another behind the scenes thing. I've got something in the works for my anniversary. The anniversary is the middle of September, about a month away exactly. It's September 17th. I'm going to be kicking off year 5.
Right.
I'm thinking maybe I'll be ambitious enough to try and work on a magazine. Maybe we could come up with something together.
Yes.
Because I've been really wanting to come up with more magazine things and, that kind of content. And I know I really like that. You love that.
I think we've talked about like doing a magazine before together. I mean, we've tossed the idea around of doing that. So
well, then
it's
fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it now. Let's do it. I'm holding my hand out to the screen as if I'm shaking your hand.
Me too, but you can't see me.
Well, everyone can see me, so that's legally binding in a court of law.
Right. No, man, I'm definitely down for doing that. I love magazines. I like to have like things physical and like But surely, like with Playmaker, we're gonna evolve in something that was there before, but just expand it from what it can become. Like use its full potential, like you say. So.
Oh yeah, man.
It's just been funny because we've been absent from the scene for like 3 years, and oh my god, there's so many good new music out there. There's like it's crazy. I didn't even realize. Like I was like. 3 years ago was different. I mean, there was new people coming up, but I was mind blown how big Perturbator has become, and like other acts. I don't know, how this all has evolved into such an amazing scene now. I mean,
I know it's amazing, and it's also amazing about those guys too because. What Perturbator does isn't really synthwave. Like what they do is. Like you and I can we talk about like Michael Jackson and movie music and things like that, but Perturbate like the scary guys, it kind of seems like, and I'm not like pointing fingers too much at them, but it's like they're not really super 80s, exactly. They're more like dark wave, satanic 666 stuff.
Right. I'm like I mean from back then, like when I saw like Perturbator come up and stuff, I was already doing synthwave a few years with other people, and then we start to see of like these darker guys coming in, which is cool because it was at that time it was also exciting to see like how the scene took its direction, like, and started having this little spring of subgenres, like the more romantic guys like Time Cop, and then then you had the dark guys like Perturbator and stuff. So yeah, now you have like a whole scene of like there's like a bunch of dark wave guys. There's lots of true authentic synthwavers, and I see like some older artists coming back as well, like Betamax and stuff. So it's really cool to see what's going on right now, and radio shows happening.
Hell yeah, man. And my thing, I'm doing a festival. You know, I started the work on that for this year or this week.
That's
and it's
cool.
going to be next June. And I'm trying to work with the guy who does Retro Future Fest. I want to have them both on the same day. I want to have a global day of retro. That's my idea.
Well, that sounds cool.
I want, you know, there's going to be one in the UK. Mine is going to be Retro USA.
Yeah.
And if you want, let's work on maybe having a Playmaker tent. You know,
a Playmaker tent. Well, yeah,
something like that. Something, you know, we're trying to work on. We're working on so many ideas. I got like people working with me. I would love to meet you and fly you out to the US, and then we can finally like shake hands and give each other hugs in real life. That'd be great. I think that's probably the second best part about all of this. The first part is to make us all famous. I want all of us to be big, you know, household names. And then the second part is for us to just finally meet in person.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I'm down with that. I'm down with that, Eddie, and I'm game. I guess say like a true playmaker.
Playmaker coming to Austin June 30th, 2018.
Dude, I'm down to go to Austin. Like, and you said it would be, like, I was listening to the radio show before, and you dropped the idea already. You said it would be at the F1 track.
Oh my God, at the Formula. That's my big ambition, is to do it there because if we put on a thing at like, you know, Music Bar on 6th Street, we can't really get too many sponsorships. But if we if we go to other big names and say, hey, we're going to be doing this at the International Formula One track, they might go, oh, so you're a little more serious, and then maybe you want to work with us, you know?
Right. But well, like when this Formula One weekend, in general, like doing it in that weekend would be a great idea as well, because there's so many people in town as well, so it would be great exposure. And plus, I think the music would work really well with race fans. Like they'll be mind blown. They're like, "Wow, we can have like a special race tent or something."
Well, it won't be the weekend of the race. The weekend of the American race is it's like late October or something like that.
Right.
But I won't say it here, but I will hint and throw out the idea that there will be awesome car-related content because it is the racetrack.
Awesome.
And just let your minds go wild with that information.
That's amazing.
Yeah, man. But so did you link me to that private thing?
Oh, I still need to link you, huh? I've got a few, like, you mean like linking you to some tracks that's coming up, or?
Yeah. Well, then, you know what? I'm not sure we have time to get to an extra track now, but what I will do is, at the end of every of my podcast, it's not a hoo-ha party without hoo-ha music. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the whole track of Big Apple, Big Time City by Hoo-Ha from the Crime Force thing.
Which is a really, really good track, Mike. I really enjoyed enjoyed that track. I think it's one of the best tracks you've made. It suits the compilation perfectly.
Thank you. My whole inspiration is like when movies have like a pop soundtrack and like and there's music specifically made for the movie. That's like this Big Apple Crime Force was the movie to me, and I was like, oh, you know, Hoo-Ha's gonna have a track on the soundtrack.
Exactly, man. You nailed it. You nailed it.
All right, well, thank you so much for stopping by. Everyone go to Playmaker. Was it playmaker.net? Say it again.
Playmakermedia.net.
Playmakermedia.net. He's going to get some more stuff on there. He's already got some reviews going. He's got new local, he's got albums, and he's promoting things. Thank you, Jurgen Desmet from Playmaker Media. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thanks for having me, man. Really appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man. And we got a lot of work ahead of us. And I think you're my guy, man.
Cool, man. Let's keep it real.
Hell yeah. Keep it real and keep it 80s.
Yes.
All right. Peace
Thanks,
out,
Mike.
brother.
Yo.
How would I rate the overall the quality of this video call? Good. Good or fair? Definitely not excellent. I'm going to give this one a fair. So what we're going to do is we're going to move on to Mr. Raymond Garcia from Coalinga, USA, and we're talking to him about his radio show. We're going to keep moving on with the live radio calls and see what's going on, baby. Ow! Oh, his image is a scary. He's wearing a bandana over his face because he is a vato and he's going to get you.
A vato is right, Mike.
Oh, Raymond, there he goes. Ray, how's it going, buddy?
I'm doing well. How about you, hoo-ha? What's going on?
I'm doing well. I saw that you played my track on your show this week. Thank you for the shout-out. I still got to tweet that shit.
Oh, yeah, no problem, dude. You're the reason why I'm doing two shows a week now, bro.
Oh, yeah, I suggested that to Raymond to do. He does a monthly show called Synth Zone. And where can we find Synth Zone online?
Right now, you can go to Spreaker.com/show/synth, and you can find it there. Or just go to Spreaker.com and search in keyword synth zone. You'll find it really quick. Or just type in synthwave. I'm the only synthwave show on Spreaker.com.
Hey, can I ask you a personal favor?
Sure thing.
Can you introduce yourself like you do on the show? Because I love the way you have your little catchphrases and things. All right, so introduce yourself on my show, Vox Populi, on Retro Promenade.
I am your host with the most razor, aka Mr. Blast from the past. I am a time traveler from 1985, and I'm here on Vox Populi hanging out with Hoo-Ha, letting you all know what the real party is all about.
Woo! That's my favorite. I love it when you do it. I love it on the show. There's a few podcasts out there now, and they're kind of internety, but you got that radio thing down, man. I love it, and that's what this whole community needs is energy and like positivity and just flowing just vibes, and whenever you do your show, it's just fun. I love listening to your show. I try to catch it whenever it's on. I listen to the replays. And I want more people to listen to it, and I'm so glad that you're doing it twice a week now. Is that an official announcement?
Yeah, that is pretty much the whole thing now. I'm 2 weeks, every 2 weeks now, and I'm trying to go for a daily show, but I'm trying to schedule because I do work in the radio business, so I actually have a job at a radio station, so I'm kind of fit that kind of stuff in along with Synth Zone. It's kind of like, scheduling.
Oh, I know all about that shit. Working at some place trying to make other things happen.
Yeah, that's basically how it is. And then Synth Zone was it was just one of those things where I was just like, you know what? I'm going to try this and see how it goes. And then next thing you know, I end up getting like tons of people wanting to be on the show and sending me their material. And I was just like, wow, maybe this thing is a thing.
And I think it's because you put energy behind it. That's the thing. There are guys out there, and now we're going to listen to Laserhawk with Red Line Drive. And no, I want to hear like, oh, I'm the host with the most. I'm the ghost, and everybody knows that I knows the most. I want to hear rhymes. I want to hear catchphrases. I want to hear personalities. Let's be the 80s crazy DJs that we used to listen to, back in the day.
That's actually where I got the idea from. A lot of it was from old 80s radio shows, and then of course GTA Vice City had a lot of influence on me growing up, and then listening to the radio stations on Vice City was actually a thing that I used to do when I was younger. I would just come home every day after school, and I would pop in the disc, and I would just leave the radio station on, and I would just try to mimic those kind of old school ways.
Dude, you are speaking my effing language. That is exactly how I totally got into this thing too. I'm not trying to say like before Vice City, but before Vice City there was Grand Theft Auto 3, and they had Flashback FM. Remember on Vice, It was Flash FM. And they also had this guy doing a trance station called Rise FM. And he was really funny to me because he'd go, oh, these are for all the lightweights sleeping in their basements.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff is totally why I do this.
Yeah, and the whole idea is that DJs back in the day, they used to have characters and personas. And so when I made Synth Zone, I wanted to be a persona. So I came up with the nickname Razor, which was actually my old DJ name back in the day. And I was just like man, reuse it. So I reused it, rebranded it, and now I'm a cocaine addict time traveler. So
I thought you were just gonna stop at cocaine user or something, and now I'm into cocaine. Stop.
Yeah.
But hey, what?
Method acting, bro. Method acting.
So let's say you had one track on your radar that you wanted me to play after I hang up with you. What are we gonna play?
Anything that has the midnight on it, bro, would be fine with me.
Oh shit. Well, maybe I'll play the midnight with Kesa, right? They do a midnight collab with Kesa.
Yes, they did.
That's right, Clubhouse or something like that. I'll play that for you here on Vox Populi Retro Promenade. Thank you, Ray Razor, the host with the most. Check out Synth Zone. Look for it on YouTube and look for it every 2 weeks from now on, right?
Hell yeah. Thanks for having me, Hoo-Ha.
Yeah, man.
Hey, what's up? Thanks everybody on Vox Populi, man.
Spread the love. I don't even care if you're another podcast. I want everyone to listen to all the podcasts. You know, we need more awareness. And maybe at my retro festival, we can have a live synth zone.
Dude, I was listening in and I am so hyped for all that, man. I would totally be down to go wherever you want me to be, man.
Hell yeah, Ray. All right, thank you so much for popping in. I'm going to play that song you recommended. And one last thing for the fans.
Thank you for having me, and please don't do cocaine.
All right, man. I'm going to let you go. Bye-bye.
Later, man.
That was Raymond Garcia, host of the Synth Zone podcast, and it's hard for me to say because I really want people to understand that I'm saying Synth Zone, and here's what he likes. This is the Midnight Clubhouse by Clubhouse Kyra, the Midnight Remix. Wait, first of all, okay, so the show is about to end. I'm going to play, yes, the Charms Blow Pop commercial. That was the Midnight Clubhouse Kyra, the Midnight Remix. Here's the 90s, you know, it's a blow pop. It's a blow pop. Here we go.
Charms Blow Pop, take one, action. Fruit flavored candy on the outside. Say it. Bubblegum on the inside. Fabulous. That's a blow pop. That's a blow pop.
Fruit charm.
Now flavors. Cherry. Grape. Strawberry. Sour apple. Sour apple. Ta-da! That's a blow pop. Say from Charms.
What? Cut. Anyway, so it wouldn't be a hoo-ha party if we didn't end this on a hoo-ha note. This is Hoo-Ha Big Apple, Big Time City on playmaker.bandcamp.com off the album 2014 Big Apple Crime Force. This is my pop song. If that was a real movie, there's whispering in the chorus, and get on down. That's right. That's the hoo-ha with... I almost said with Bringing It To Ya. Maybe I should do a track called Bringing It To Ya, right? That's ridiculous. I want to say thank you to everybody out there listening this week. Thank you for calling in Jurgen and talking about playmakermedia.net. Thank you for Ray talking about his Synth Zone podcast, which now is 2 times a month, which is great. I think he could do more than once a month. There's so much good music. That's the only reason. You know, there's so much music to promote. And thank you to Diamond Field, of course. Go to Diamond Field Music. Just look it up for his amazing Double Trouble section. This is Discovery by Torque Norks Lamork. That's right, the Northern Lights TNL. Recommended to us by personal fan, friend of the show, Pooh in an Alleyway, live on YouTube, Vox Populi, Retro Promenade. This has been Hoo-Ha, bringing you the booyah straight to ya. Thank you for listening /watching.